To me, one of the most fascinating aspects of mysticism and expansion of consciousness is that we basically open the world into all directions at once. And when we kind of recover from our normal level of consciousness, we also recover from this concept of there is something right and there is something wrong. And there is something that leads towards freedom and there is something that leads towards living in chains, basically. And dark essence is a term that I coined in order to point towards us following the energy no matter what, and no matter into which direction. We do not have to decide. We do not have to know. Basically, we do not have to better ourselves. We just have to stay curious about how do we take on the next moment from here, and how do we follow our instincts? Because when we, for example, are trapped in a bad habit or in an addiction, I'm not like, this is not a therapeutic talk, this is not an advice, it's simply a framework, how I orient myself and how we can orient ourselves in embodiment and spirituality, in my opinion. We are busy with addiction, etc., in terms of, oh, this is bad. This is something that hinders me from freedom. This is something that holds me back. And dark essence is a way of reading or scanning this addiction, this drug, this bad habit in totally another way. It's like when you are addicted to something, it's not because you are off. It's because there is something embedded in this bad habit that is very truthful, that is very powerful, that is very close to your essence. And you do not find a better or easier way in order to tap into your freedom or tap into your essence. So what do you expect yourself to do? You get as close to truth, as close to freedom, as close to your essence as possible. And it's like no matter what. So then we take on ourselves the suffering that comes from drugs, the suffering that comes from bad habits that keep us small, because something inside of them is very on point. Something in those layers of suffering and unfreedom, etc., and self-doubt and self-unworthiness, something inside is on instead of off. And when we have this way of reading ourselves in a new way, a whole burden, a whole layer of blaming oneself and hating oneself and pushing oneself towards another behavior, all of that falls apart. All of that is like washed out of our nervous system. And we have so much more energy for being in touch with those bad habits in a very embodied way. And then we can slowly unravel the hidden power, the hidden dynamics, the hidden self-healing dynamics that have been waiting inside of our addictions, inside of our bad habits in the first place. So it's us detoxing from blaming and judging ourselves. Not detoxing from our bad habits, but detoxing from blaming and hating ourselves is already what opens the door, is already what opens us up to using the energy behind that. So dark essence, it's like there are those dark places in me. There are those dark places in you. But those dark places are full of essence and not full of failure or full of a mistake. That's the bottom line of dark essence. And I'm certain if we really dive into this radical, unconditional permission of life to be in touch with whatever is inside of us, not just the love and light stuff, but also the dark stuff, also the shadow. When we have this radical embrace of life for us and take that serious and allow that to basically heal us from our contraction around self-judgment, then from there dark essence takes us all the way into freedom.
Thank you for your interest in topics like these. If you want to go deeper, I have a very special invitation for you. Once a month, I gather humans from all over the globe online. It's completely free. It's a so-called shaking event. And you can think about a shaking event as a very physical workout of energetic fitness. And at the same time, it's an energetic donation to collective transformation and trauma healing. You find the link down below. You can sign up completely for free, and you are welcome to join me and all of us.